Hey, gang, gang, gang. Hey, hey, gang, gang, gang. What's good? It's your boy, Nail, man. I'm back with another video, you know what I'm saying? But hey, before we get into the video, man, make sure you sub, like, and comment, you know what I'm saying? Hey, do all that good stuff for me, man. In today's video, though, man, we got LaMelo Ball and why he should go outside of the number 3 pick, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I was just scrolling on YouTube, man, and I had this in my recommend, bro, and I was like, why not react to it, you know what I'm saying? It might be a good reaction video, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we gonna see what the man gotta say. So, I ain't gonna do a lot of talking, man, so we just gonna go on and jump into the video, man, so let's get to it. Make sure this up straight, you know what I'm saying? Now, let's go, bro. You feel me?
The 2020 NBA Draft. One of the more talked about drafts in recent years, and it's all because of one player mainly, LaMelo Ball. The 6'8" point guard whose brothers to NBA players Lonzo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, and son of the Jordan stopper LeVar Ball.
Why he disrespect LiAngelo like that, bro? Why he disrespected the man? He said,
This soon-to-be legal adult is a projected top 3 pick in the draft for scoring and playmaking ability that seem to be already on an NBA level according to scouts. However, what if I told you he may not be a top 3 pick, or at least I don't believe he should be drafted?
Hold on. He's most definitely top 3 in the NBA. He in the NBA draft. He's definitely, like, come on, bro. Let's be real, fam. If not top 3, at least top 2 for a fact. Come on, let's be real now.
To any of the top 3 teams, being the Timberwolves, Warriors, and the Hornets, due to reasons I'll talk about later in this video. In this video, I'll be explaining the reasons for each team while doing a little bit of a scouting report at the same time with your boy, Alvini Linguini. Now let me go on and say that this video is sponsored by my Discord server, as they were having a discussion on this topic, and I'm gonna be honest, it piqued my interest. So with that being said, if you want to join my Discord server to talk with your boy and to talk to other basketball fans, then the link will be in the description below and in the pinned comment. Also check out my other social medias, my Twitch where I stream weekly, and finally, if we can hit 1K likes to support the channel, then I'd really appreciate it, and I'll even make some more draft content if y'all like. Plus subscribe if you are new to the channel, as I make interesting basketball content weekly. With the intro out of the way, you already know who it is. Robert!
He heard an injury dealing with weights in the weight room, so he stitched up on the left hand doing all this.
What is this? It's like some damn church leader. This ain't got nothing to do with LaMelo, fool. Hey, come on, bruh.
DraftKings. Come on in and make it rain in the land of the millionaire.
Wow.
Start things off before we get into why I believe the top 3 teams are not a good.
Okay.
Now to start things off before we get into why I believe the top 3 teams are not a good fit for LaMelo, let's talk about his game as a player. Again, LaMelo Ball is a 6'8" point guard whose main strength is his playmaking and shooting, and what he has done throughout his time playing high school and professional basketball was also impressive. Being a part of the legendary Geno Hill's team, scoring 92 points in the high school game, even though some of it was cherry picking, but we're not gonna go into that.
See, man, you always gonna have the people who analyze your game that's gonna hate. Either way it go, it don't in the newspaper or in the stat book, it don't say he was cherry picking the whole game. It says he has 92 points, so you can't be mad, bro. So come on, man, miss me with that one.
Against grown professionals at a very young age in Lithuania, going back to high school and basically taking over the scene at Spire, and finally looking pretty promising with the Illawarra Hawks with flashes of potential. However, that's where the promise ends, as LaMelo is a player full of holes in this game that must be discussed. First, let's look at his actual stats from his time in Australia. LaMelo averaged 17 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds, and almost 2 steals a game. However,
that's pretty straight.
On 37% from the field, 25% from 3, and even 72% from the free throw line. The stats look pretty, however, the percentages, when shown, make it look very bad. You can even kind of compare it to Michael Carter-Williams' rookie year, both in stats and situation, as the 76ers gave the keys to MCW, just like LaMelo was given the keys in Australia. But when it comes to his weaknesses, at least from what I saw watching his games, LaMelo has a lot of problems. First, he has a shot selection problem. It is safe to say that he can shoot from anywhere on the court, though he tends to like his shots off the dribble with people contesting him, and even though he is 6'8", he likes to challenge bigger opponents with his average athleticism at his height. He can score, but the way he goes about it hurts his team a lot, which explains the low percentages and the fact that his team finished in the bottom with a 5-23 record, with LaMelo taking the most shots on the team per game.
Man, I couldn't even look at this. God,
Gymnast
my nigga got like 20,000
never
ads
use
this
superpowers everywhere. Defying Gravity, the untold story of women's gymnastics, only on YouTube.
Lastly, with a 5-23 record, with LaMelo.
Let's see here. LaMelo Ball, man. Hey, you overseas, man. You gotta shine. Either way it go, you gotta do your thing. Hey, you gotta eat. So I see it.
Most shots on the team
Got
per game.
Prove, man.
Lastly, let's go into his most glaring problem, and that is his defense. He simply does not try out there. He gets beaten way too many times off the dribble by many smaller guards, and he thinks it's bad.
My man
not try
was
out there.
lost on this
He gets
player.
beaten way too many times off the dribble by many smaller guards, and he thinks it's bad in Australia. It'll be 10 times worse in the NBA when it comes to defending a primary ball handler. Defense is 10% technique and 90% effort, which he just does not possess. With all that together, you have a raw talent that is an amazing playmaker, but has plenty of things he has to improve on, so he has to get drafted to a team that'll actually develop him and get him to gain some much needed muscle mass. But I'm sure that's a given when you're considering the NBA.
They can come up with time,
Anyways,
though.
with all that over, let's go into why I do not believe that he'll be a good fit for any of the top 3 teams in the 2020 NBA draft.
I want to hear this. This is what I want to hear.
Now, considering my scouting report from earlier, there's a few simple reasons why LaMelo Ball does not fit with the Timberwolves. We now know as of recent that the Wolves actually want to trade their pick for a win-now player if possible, but assuming that wasn't the case, LaMelo strives as the main ball handler on the team. He has rarely in his time growing up not have the ball in his hands to control the offense, and we have very little evidence of knowing if he works well off the ball. He does truly fit in with the fact that the Timberwolves don't mind him not playing any defense, even though his playmaking might be a problem, as D'Angelo Russell is now the starting point guard, so it wouldn't make sense to put them together. Plus, they are technically in win-now mode, so there wouldn't be much room for him to improve, as they're not going to focus on him improving and letting him get some valuable playing time. Rather, they're going to let him be on the bench leading a bench unit, or in the G League, just rotting there, basically. It would make sense for them to draft Anthony Edwards, as he can play off the ball with D'Lo, and add some really good depth to a really empty Timberwolves squad. Or they can trade it due to them wanting to increase their star power on the team, which also makes sense. However, they aren't going anywhere in the Wild Wild West, because they're the Timberwolves. Fuck the Timberwolves.
Wow, I feel him though. I feel him. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. I can't be mad at it. That was pretty valid. That was valid, man. That's so bad though.
They aren't going anywhere in the Wild Wild West because they're the Timberwolves. Fuck the Timberwolves. Also, yeah, they're not drafting LaMelo.
I feel
now,
it.
for the Warriors, it's all the same reasons as the Timberwolves, except turned up by 1,000. The Warriors basically took vacation to let Steph and Klay come back at 100% after their injuries, so they can make another run at the finals. They simply have zero time to let LaMelo develop without throwing him in the G League. But you can argue that he can be a leader off the bench and develop with the other young guys like Eric Pascal and Jordan Poole. But again, just to repeat myself, he can't be the primary ball handler on the team unless it's off the bench, which I am sure they do not want to waste his time and do that. Some people have also said that he can somewhat develop and take over Curry's spot while learning from him until he retires. But again, I'm sure that they don't want to do it that way. Rather, they just want to go on and win some championships. But just like most people have been expecting, either they'll trade away Wiggins in the second pick for a proven third star, or they can draft James Wiseman at a position that they really need, being the center position. James Wiseman can easily fit there just doing center things for the Warriors and even space out the floor somewhat. I'm sure they just want him to be there to develop and just to take him out for needed times for a more proven Kevon Looney. But again, if they decided to draft LaMelo, it'd be interesting which way they take his development, since they have a nice development staff in San Francisco. But with that being said, will they draft him? No.
He be getting disrespectful then.
Now, this team will be the best team out of the 3 to go to. However, there are a few factors I'd like to mention on why I don't believe that he should play there. The most glaring reason is the fact that they already have Terry Rozier and Devontae Graham on the team manning the 1 and 2 positions. Another problem is that Terry Rozier has been known to complain about his role, and adding a potential replacement, even though he was signed for almost $20 million a season, might cause friction due to playing time. Now, yes, he is a point guard, but defensively, he can't guard NBA guards or even shooting guards. So now there's another problem because Terry Rozier and Devontae are 6 foot to 6'1". So now they're not ideal to play that position themselves. So now there is a position problem for him since he isn't good off the ball and needs the ball in his hands to function at his best. So yes, there are potentially a lot of problems that can spawn from this team due to team composition. So it would be a decent spot in one hand, but the effect of how it can affect the team on a whole standpoint wouldn't make much sense if it not handled correctly.
Bruh.
You've never
Get your money,
seen
bro.
teeth whitening like this until...
Yeah, dirty ass.
Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about some teams that will actually appreciate his skill set. Now, I'm aware that he might not fall this low. These are some realistic places if teams just simply pass on him or trades were made. First, we have the Chicago Bulls, as they are kind of lacking at the point guard position, even though they have Kobe White.
I believe
he could be much better as a scoring punch off the bench.
I've seen him start with
LaMelo would
Kobe
be
White.
great for facilitating and playing off of Zach LaVine, as Zach is a great off-ball scorer, getting some pick and pops with marketing, and even some pick and rolls Wendell Carter Jr. I can see him coming onto this team and averaging an instant 6 to 8 assists a game in his rookie year if given the chance. Next, I have Detroit at 7. Now, even though I know you can't have shit Detroit, this is another team who is struggling at the point guard position, and at least they have Derrick Rose, who I'm sure does not mind being off the bench to play with him and to learn with other starters like Luke Kennard and even develop alongside Christian Wood. His facilitating will be a nice addition to the team, and at least in this environment, he has more freedom to score since this team is not looking to go to the playoffs anytime soon, because they just simply don't have the talent. And finally, the Knicks at 8. This is an easy explanation, as again, this is just another team begging to have another good point guard, as even though Elfrid Payton is decent, they want someone to grow with RJ Barrett, and he'd be the right guy for that assignment. He can show off his playmaking skills in Madison Square Garden.
Man, it's getting very disrespectful in this video, man. It's entertaining though, bro. I mess with the video, for real.
Oh wait, Corona.
I do, for real.
And even find his way when it comes to scoring, as the team does not have many reliable scorers. So now he'll be allowed to have a terrible rookie season when it comes to scoring like RJ did. Did I go too far saying that? Now, I know he's not going to drop that far, but the teams that he is meant for are not the top 3 teams at the beginning of the draft. But we all know it will be a very small chance that Charlotte doesn't take him. But it'd be interesting to see where he goes if that doesn't end up being the case. But hey, that is the interesting part of NBA history. Anyways, with that being said, what do you think about my thoughts on this subject? All replies will be appreciated in the comments below as I read all of them and respond to a good bit of them. Again, like the video for more weekly basketball content. Check out my...
Hey, man. There you have it, man. But hey, I agree with him on what he was saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? With his fits and all that. But yeah, he's most definitely top 3 player of the draft, bro. Most definitely, you know what I'm saying? There's no doubt about that. But honestly, I out of all 3 of the teams that he said, bro, I honestly see him fitting with the Warriors. If he do go, you know what I'm saying? If he go, he should go number 2 with the Warriors. You know, he can develop his game. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I think, bro. Just the Warriors, bro. Like, all the other teams, he said Detroit and the Bulls, well, he was right about those. They need some ball handlers, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, Detroit don't plan on going to a championship no time soon because they don't have the talent, which is true. Chicago Bulls, he most definitely can start over Cody White. Like, come on. But yeah, if he do go, you know, top 3 pick, you know what I'm saying? He most fit will be best is the Warriors. That's just my opinion, man. But hey, who you think he should go to or what pick he should be picked at, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for watching, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you bell so you know when I post, you know what I'm saying? But hey, leave a like, you know what I'm saying? Comment down below, get down in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what you want me to react to next, and you know what I'm saying? And just like that, all out.